What's good, NBA 2K TV? This is Kevin Cruz, and my favorite feature in NBA 2K24 has been the introduction.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. So happy to have you here for a midweek edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This should be an intriguing contest. Hi everyone, I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Charlotte Hornets. They've got Miller, Smith out there with LaMelo Ball. Then there's Alperen Sengun, and it's Booker in at the power forward. And for Dallas, Luka Doncic is out there with Hardy. Then it's Chuma Okeke. Then there's Lou Dort, and it's Lively in at the center position. Pretty interesting backcourt matchup here, Grant, with a lot of star power at the guard positions on both sides.
And you know, traditionally, BA, when big guys match up, it's all about the power. But this contest is about finesse. Who can outplay and outsmart the competition?
And so off the tip, it's Charlotte. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Pass to Okeke. Back to Doncic. From downtown. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
And I'll tell you what a surprising result. Losing to an underdog is one thing, but getting blown out is quite another.
I know. I mean, I'm with you there. It just seemed as though they were sleepwalking their way through that entire game. It was, in my estimation, just inexcusable.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Here's Lively. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Pass to Okeke. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lively. Oh, he tries a three. Miller pulls it in. Dort against Booker. That one no good. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Hardy, covered by Smith. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it.
Mavericks ball.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call the timeout and reset?
And finally, a made shot. They look a little relieved after that one.
Now here's Ball. Last game he had 28 points. Sengun finds Smith. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Beautiful setup. You see right there, Alperen Sengun. His game isn't all about power.
Pass to Dort. Here's Okeke. Just 5 on the clock. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. Here's Hardy. 4 on the clock. The Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And you don't see many 6'7" point guards, but that's not all that stands out with LaMelo Ball, Grant.
Yeah, not just a creator. He's a creative with the artistic inspiration to make plays that most of us couldn't envision, much less accomplish.
And that one falls for Ball. Boy, LaMelo Ball is such a special young talent, Clark. What stands out most to you?
Well, I like his length. He's a rangy point guard, but it's how dynamic he is, B.A. He's also got deep shooting range.
And so Ball nails both of them.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Doncic outside. Connects from downtown.
You cannot give Luka any space out beyond the arc because he'll make you pay every time.
Ball against Doncic. Miller, the pass to Şengün. Left side, Booker. Tipped. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Here's Hardy, covered by Smith. Board outside. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Ball no good. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 2. Oh, Booker with a block. Smith outside. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. We're about halfway through the regular season here, Grant. We've had some surprising teams and players.
Yeah, you know, every season we have at least one team that exceeds expectations and one that kind of lets us all down. But what I love the most is seeing breakout players that take this league by storm.
You know, Clark, when you think about the history of this Dallas franchise, one man stands out. That's Dirk.
Yeah, he's worthy of a statue for sure, B.A. He played all 21 seasons of his career with the Mavs. He was the first European MVP in league history. And then in 2011, he helped bring an NBA title to the Mavericks, beating the LeBron Wade-led Heat team.
He's giving us all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
All outside. Smith outside. Back to Ball. The baseline J is on the way. And again, it's Charlotte converting.
Never lacking for sizzle in his game. That was a sweet move for Ball right there.
Doncic deciding where to go with it. Pass to Hardy. Let's take a look now at some numbers for Luka Doncic.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Morris, he's checked in for Hardy. The Hornets with a lead. Pass to Şengün. Morris against Smith. Got a hand on it. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Doncic passes to Morris. Deflected. Left side Booker. It's blocked. Out of bounds. Hornets ball as Charlotte keeps possession. And here are the Hornets now. Ball outside. Outside Booker. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hornets will retain possession. Shot clock at 3. Ball passes to Booker. There's the 3.
You got to credit the defense this period. They've been all over
off his game right now. Pass to Doncic. To win the drought. Smith with the rebound.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
It's Booker on the wing. Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession. Wondering how the West is shaping up? Well, the midseason grind is in full force. Let's check out the standings. Taking a look at Dallas. And so far, they own the 9th best record in the conference. Not where they'd like to be.
Well, right now for the Mavericks, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing. It perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul. 13 foul. Shooting for Charlotte. Booker. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Booker. Zubats, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Bamba's checked in for Charlotte. Sarr comes in for Smith. Good on both. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. 9-point game. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Hornets team.
Last season, they got swept in a 2-game season series against this opponent. I'm sure they're looking for payback tonight.
And you know, they might not be in the same conference, but as with any top team, they want to show they can compete with the best teams out of conference too.
Here's Miller. No points so far. Charlotte again missing.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Morris can't hit.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
2 points. That one goes. And the Hornets lead by 8.
Well, you know, it's obvious that Ball knows exactly how to work the angles. He gets the ball to a wide open shooter just about every time.
Morris deciding where to go with it. The Hornets pull it in.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Here's Sarr. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Morris. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Orlando.
So much of the offense ran through him. Looking at the assist total, we saw how unselfish he can be.
Here's Sarr. 14 points for him last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And he didn't just put up big points. He beat everyone to the boards.
Here's Sarr. 10-point lead. 6 to shoot. Over Morris. Sarr misses. Dallas has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. To the paint. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Pass to McGowan's. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And the Mavericks call time here. All right, Grant, talking about Ivica Zubac. What do you like most about his game?
Well, just his defensive presence. I mean, he's willing to challenge shots at the rim, refusing to give anything easy.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Williams is checked in. And while we have a moment, a look at the league leaders in fast break points over the last 10 games. Second, Dallas.
Let's see if they'll be able to keep scoring at this rate throughout the season. Over the last 10 games, their ability to score in transition has been special.
And Dallas with possession. Down by 12. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
It's just so difficult to win when you waste as many chances at the line as they did.
Yeah, and you know, to come up short at the line is frustrating because that's controllable and it's actually a free throw. So you feel like you leave loose change out there when you don't convert.
Charlotte has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Ball against Doncic. Pass to Sarr. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Now here's Doncic. Last game out, he had 44. But Clark, when you talk about Doncic, he came into the league with a ton of experience under his belt.
Yeah, and I think people undervalue the experience of being a pro at the age of 16. It wasn't the NBA, but it's still professional basketball that he played in Europe. And that seasoning and that competition and that being refined in the fire allowed Doncic to step into the NBA unfazed.
That's good from Doncic.
Luka Doncic is a superstar in this league, and he continues to build on what is going to be some kind of resume when it's all said and done. Has every tool that you need to have to be an MVP one day.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
The shot from the low post is good.
So good at seeing the floor. Doncic able to set up his open teammates.
And Ball will bring it up here for Charlotte. They lead by 11. Mamba, pass to McGowans. The steal. Down low, Zubac. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
The Hornets shooting just 38% so far in this one. Ball passes to McGowans.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Now Bamba.
2 minutes.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's Charlotte with it. Wilson passes to Ball. Just 5 to shoot. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Assist from
Guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Doncic passes to Zubac. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there. And the foul goes against Charlotte.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hornets.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
The first one falls. And Zubac drops them both. The Hornets with a lead. Pass to Wilson. To the middle. And stolen by Williams. Ball against Doncic. Now here's Williams. And it's good for 2.
Any possession that ends with him finishing at the rim is ideal.
Here's Sarr. giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. To the inside. That one's good from Morris on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Sarr. It's a 5-point game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Six on the shot clock. And Doncic puts up a deep 3. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Charlotte's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Ball surveys the floor. Can't cash it in from close range. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Hornets up 5. And we'll be back right after this.
24.
If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Taking a look at the Hornets' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
The Mavericks trailing. They've got Chuma Okeke. He's out there with Lou Dort, and it's Lively in at the 5 spot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. And he gets it to go. Lively's got 7.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Ball outside. Ball ventures inside and converts.
Boy, that's a nice effort from Ball in the paint that time, working hard to find a way to get that shot off.
Pass to Okeke. Inside. Here's Lively. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 4 rebounds in the game. Now Booker. Lets it go from 11. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. And now a 7-point Charlotte lead. Here's Lively, defended by Şengün. To the inside. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Pass the ball. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Mavericks with the rebound. To the middle. Here's Hardy. And the layup is good off the glass.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Here's Miller. 29 points for him last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And he was a monster on the glass. Really helped them control that part of the game.
Turkish thunder. Şengün tasting the sauce up top.
And so it's Dallas with it. The Hornets making their last shot. Pass to Lively. Hey, expanding his range. Ball with the rebound. And Ball will bring it up here for the Hornets. They've led by as many as 14. That's game 3 of 5 on their current trip away from home.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Pass to Okiki. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Well, Clark, we're over a decade now with the restricted area on NBA courts. How much would that have changed things during your day?
I think quite a bit because the game was played closer to the bucket. I mean, there was more post-up action, more attacking of the rim from close in, so I do think it would have had an impact on how the game was played and officiated had that restricted arc area been in existence, and perhaps it might have led earlier to teams looking to space the floor a little more to create more driving lanes without a lot of help defense.
And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Hornets with a lead. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. The 3 from Ball. Ball cashes one in from distance.
Ball showing a lot of effervescence on the offensive end, and it's probably infectious for the rest of his squad.
Pass to Lively. Here's Hardy. 5 on the clock. Lively passes to Dort. Dallas needs to get off a shot. For 3, Hardy. Covered by Smith. Hornets with the rebound.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Now here's Smith. 11 points for him last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And he played cat and mouse with the defense, baiting them into fouls, working himself to the line.
So it's the Mavericks now. After the basket by Charlotte. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Ball.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
2 shots.
First one falls for him.
They've scored really well this quarter. Keep it up, and they'll find themselves right back in it.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
Trying their best to make a comeback. Can't fault their performance from the line, especially this quarter. That's one of the ways you trim a deficit.
Now here's Ball. He's got 12. Pass to Şengün. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
Assisted by
Ball's got 3 assists in the game.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Timeout called. The Mavericks. The kid from Turkey, Alperen Şengün. Clark, he's really figured it out quickly.
He sure is. Yeah, I mean, scoring has not been a problem for Şengün. A bit undersized as a center, but he's found a way to beat teams with his quickness, and it's all about utilizing your strengths, and the sooner you figure that out, the better off you are.
Now here's Dort. He's coming off a 19-point game against Orlando. Pass to Lively. Shoots over Booker. Lively's shot is off. For Charlotte, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go in the second quarter. Now here's Ball. A real weapon on offense, averaging around 24.5 a game. to the left side wing. Lively grabs the miss. Lively's got 4 rebounds now. Dort with it. No made baskets yet. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
He was so well positioned to interfere with the shot.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Down low. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Give him 8.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
And let's send it over to Ali LaForce.
Well, LaMelo Ball's shooting touch was questioned coming into the league, but it's been pretty steady. He said, quote, "I think I'm a great shooter. I've had it since a young age. I feel every shot I take is going to go in, and my confidence is really high." He said, "I practice these shots. It's all in the snap of the wrist and the follow-through." Ryan?
Very interesting. A flick of the wrist. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff. And here are the Mavericks now. After the basket by Charlotte. Here's Lively. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Lively's got 6 here in the quarter. Now here's Smith. Guarded closely. Pass the ball. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Zubats, he's checked in for Okiki. Bamba's checked in for Charlotte. Now a misses for Ball. Scoring in the NBA is the highest it's been in over 50 years, Clark. You think it's time for some rule changes to help the defense?
You know, I'm not sure where you would go in that regard because every rule change, for the most part, has certainly tilted towards the offense recently. And I don't necessarily have a problem with that. The NBA has made it clear that entertainment is a core pillar, and appeasing and appealing to their fans is a huge driver, and that means more offense as opposed to more defense.
By Ball. Here's Lively, and that one is hammered home.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Dallas calls timeout. LaMelo Ball with a strong contribution so far in this one.
They know they need to change things up and do it quickly. They cannot allow him to keep running wild.
Charlotte making some changes. Wilson comes in for Booker, and Sars subbed in for Ball. Smith against Doncic. Pass to Williams. Now Morris. And so far, he's averaging 7 points a game. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Utah Jazz. And then on Sunday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
That free throw good for Morris. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Miller. Impressive numbers he's putting up, averaging just over 28 points a game. Pass to Bamba. Here's Sarr, guarded by Morris. He gets it in there. Sarr's got 6 points.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
Morris passes to Dort. Doncic with it, covered by Smith. Luka on the attack.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Dort outside. Clock at 6. Shoots it from the high post. The rebound by Bamba.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Sarr. He's got 6. Back to Smith. Over Doncic. Mavericks with the rebound. Doncic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Dort. Step back and fire. The rebound by Bamba. Charlotte has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. For 3, Smith. The Mavericks pull it in.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Williams passes to Doncic to the paint. Here's Dort. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Dort's got his second basket of the night.
Nice use of strength by Dort. He runs into the inside contact, but pushes right through it.
Down low. And it's Bamba finishing strong.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Morris, nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Yeah, an amazing find. How about the patience from Dort? Waits for his man to get open and feeds him.
Pass to Sarr, launches it, and that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far.
After an okay first quarter of shooting, they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now.
Doncic passes to Williams. Morris outside. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. McGowan's, he's checked in for Charlotte. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. And it's Doncic missing.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
For 3, Smith. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think you got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Outside for Dort. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Doncic.
You know, with excellent lateral quickness for his size, Bamba's a quality defender.
Here's Sarr, guarded by Morris. Here's Sarr. He's got 9. Back to Smith. Lets it go from deep. Hits the trifecta. Smith's got 8.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Smith against Doncic. 13 feet out. Smith no good.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
So we conclude the first half. Hornets out in front. They're up by 11. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Big-time play throughout the first half for LaMelo Ball. He had 21 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. Shaq, your thoughts on the Hornets?
They built this lead from the perimeter. We know they have shooters to do it. We know sometimes they play outside in. This is one of those games that's going on by the script. Impressive performance thus far.
And over to Kenny. Let's get your insights on Dallas.
They didn't shoot the ball very well, and that's because they didn't have any flow on offense. I'd expect the coaching staff to make some adjustments in the locker room. They need to draw up some plays to get a good offensive rhythm.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at LaMelo Ball in this game. He's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Steve Clifford. Smith out there with Ball. Then there's Alperen Şengün. Then it's Miller. And it's Booker in at the 4 spot. Now here's Doncic. 5 to shoot. A deep 3. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Third and fast break points, and they're one of the top 5 rebounding teams in the league. They put in a lot of work down low. They're an intimidating team when they're attacking the boards.
And as you mentioned, they love to get out in the open court, and they can cash in on transition chances. Here's Ball. Doncic with a block.
Luka's sheer size makes him a mismatch for most guards.
Oh, Kiki's shot is good. And here's Smith. Pass to Şengün. Here's Ball. And he banks in the layup. Ball's got 23.
Really important for Ball to maintain his poise around the basket. That's what allows him to take a bump like that and still convert.
Here's Lively. Hey, from beyond the arc. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got his 6th assist of the night.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Now here's Booker. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Over 1.5 minutes now into this third quarter action. Here's Hardy. And it's rejected. Smith outside. Shoots from the elbow. He squares up and sinks it. Smith's got 10.
Tell you what, he is a really special passer, LaMelo Ball. His ability to fit all kinds of passes into really small windows, phenomenal.
The Hornets have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Fires it from 18. Smith no good. Şengün with a steal. Lively grabs the miss. Lively's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Ooh, Doncic. Nice soft touch.
Doncic has it all, full package. Soft hands that time made the floater look easy.
Pass to Ball. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the long J. Ball's got 26 points.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Here's Lively. He's got 16. 6 to shoot. Picked it out of midair. Fast break. Here come the Hornets. Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Ball exploding off the floor for a big slam. Young fella's got some pretty good hops on it.
And the Mavericks call time here. LaMelo Ball with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He can't miss from deep. The defense has to regroup here, and I think they've got to change things up because he's locked in from behind the arc.
Here are the top passing teams in the league so far this year. Number 1, the Hornets.
The beauty of this offense is that the ball never stops moving. If the shot isn't there, the next pass is made.
Over to the wing. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Şengün. For 3, Smith. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Pass to Okiki. Doncic on the wing, hounded by Ball. Lively passes to Doncic. Oh! Luka sinks it from deep.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Now here's Şengün. Second shot opportunity, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. Şengün's got 6.
That is what Şengün brings this team, the ability to turn misses into makes, doing the dirty work down low.
Here's Hardy, and he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game.
And his struggles have been apparent, unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Now here's Ball. The lead is 15.
Already in his career, we've seen the numerous ways in which Ball can score. He's got a lot in his package.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
How great have they been? I mean, shooting the ball from outside the arc, they have absolutely been lights out.
And that one falls for Ball.
You can just see the promise Ball has. It's oozing out of him. Already a triple-double threat, and he rebounds it so well at his position. Man, the future's really bright for this young man.
And so Ball nails both of them. Dallas has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, Commissioner Adam Silver has done a 180. Once in favor of raising the NBA age limit to 20, he now supports lowering it back to 18. He said it's the right thing to do, adding that the opportunity to work with players at a younger age on not just skills, but mental health, diet, character, and values could be in everyone's best interest. EA?
Well, it didn't happen yet, Allie. We'll see. Now here's Şengün. A 17-point lead, their biggest. Shot clock at 5. Charlotte again missing. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Pass to Hardy. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. And it's the Hornets with the ball. Here's Ball. A rare miss for him. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting just 38% for this game so far. Shoots from 14. The shot by Hardy, no good.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
And rejected. Inside, stolen by Ball. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his third foul so far.
And with a big lead, it's easy to take your foot off the gas like they did there.
And the Hornets making a change here. Sarr's checked in. Doncic outside. Pass to Lively. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Counted from distance. Lively's got 19 points.
His third triple of the game. A little more success from out there in the second half.
Now here's Şengün. He has 6. Here's Ball. Here's Sarr. 6 on the shot clock. Hits it from the high post. Sarr's got 11 points.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Here's Hardy. Pass to Doncic. Unloads. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. 10 points for him. The Hornets have gotten 7 of 16 shots to go so far in the third quarter. Here's Sarr. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Here's Hardy. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
And they place in the top 10 in fast break points. They take their chances to run, and it's something they're really good at.
And we've talked about the beautiful game before. When you think of that term, great ball movement, team chemistry, they both come to mind. And these guys exemplify both to a T with how many assists they rack up. It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You take a look at the Hornets. They're currently holding on to the 3rd best record in the conference.
Right now for Charlotte, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Oh, Booker with a block. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. Zubac, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And a change for the Hornets. Bamba's checked in. Zubac finds Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Look, I know he runs the point, but boy, can Doncic go to work inside.
For Dallas, Luka Doncic.
No good on the free throw. Williams is checked in for the Mavericks. Morris comes in for Hardy. Wilson's checked in for Charlotte. McGowan's comes in for Ball. He's off on the second. Charlotte has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Here's Miller. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Oh, man. Carving this defense to pieces with the drive. Well done.
Dallas, they've gone 6 of 13 to open up this second half. Here's Miller, guarded by Morris. Pass to McGowans. And that one good. And the Hornets lead by 17. And here's Morris. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Now Williams. Back to Morris. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. The Hornets pull it in. Bamba's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's McGowans. No luck on that one. Oh, great D that time from Doncic. Morris, right side. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Another great pass from Doncic. You pretty much expect him to tally double-digit assists every game.
Here's Sarr. He's got 11. Pass to Miller. Lets it fly from 18. Good on the jump shot. Miller's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Now here's Morris. Give him 8. It's tipped. And it's the Hornets on the break. Here's McGowans. Second chance effort. Shot's good by Sarr. Sarr's got 13.
It's obvious they've taken fewer threes here in the second half and are focused on having a more balanced offensive attack.
Morris outside. Pass to Doncic.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Puts it up from 15. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Bamba's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Miller, the pass to Wilson. Good on the bucket. Wilson's got his second bucket on the night.
You have to be accurate there. Very little room for error passing on the interior.
Williams from long range. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. To the inside. Miller off with the layup. Dallas has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the arc since the break. Doncic's shot is good. 13 points in the game.
Well, you look at Luka's body, he doesn't look defined, but he's much stronger than he appears, and he showed it right there.
Here's Miller. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count. Yeah, this period, they're letting them go to work, and it's paying off.
Here's Sarr, guarded by Morris. With the teardrop. And it's good on the layup. Sarr's got 6 points in the quarter.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
To the middle. Here's Zubac. Soft touch off the glass. Zubac has got 6 points. Charlotte's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Pass to Bamba. Zubac with the steal. And here's Morris, covered by Bamba. Doncic outside. Luka! Get off me!
Doncic really excels at keeping defenses off balance in the pick and rolls.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Hornets up by 12. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Charlotte has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. We've got Ivica Zubac. Luka Doncic is out there with Lou Dort, and it's Lively in at the 4. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. Doncic on the wing. Inside. Here's Zubac. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Smith. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence given the size of the disadvantage there.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Now here's Dort. From the high post. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. He blocks it again, making his presence felt on this end.
And just holding down the fort, B.A., anchoring the defense.
Sarr misses.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Dort's shot is good. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Smith with it. Outside Booker. To the wing on the left. Here's Sarr. Three-pointer. Lively grabs the miss. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
Now here's Doncic. Pass to Lively. To the inside. Outside for Dort. 4 on the clock. The teardrop. That one drops 4. So Dort's got 4 points in the quarter. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. And the shot goes.
Boy, that was not as easy as he made it look. That was a tough shot. Great take by Ball and make.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Just his first turnover of the night. He's been poised and he's been focused.
Substitution for your Mavericks. Chuma Okeke. Hardy.
Charlotte has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Smith. Not a lot of room. He got a piece of it. They retain possession. And down it goes. 2 points.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
It's the fire he's playing with that has him leading the team in rebounds.
And I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
Sarr. Kept alive by Charlotte.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
And the three-pointer goes.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Here's Hardy, covered by Smith. Pass to Doncic. Ball with a steal. Here's Şengün. Left side Booker. Fades and shoots. No good. A bit long that time.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. He sure would make things a lot easier, too. Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Here's Booker. The Mavs get their last shot to go. Now Smith. Goes back up, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Smith taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. Here's Doncic. They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit.
Here's Lively. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Charlotte on D. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. 6 to shoot. Dort for 3. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
Dort has really improved this part of his game. Would love to see him shoot more often from out there.
Pass to Sarr. This one for 3. Fires in the triple. And the Hornets lead by 16.
He drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Doncic against Ball. Here's Lively. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Again with the block. And that's 9 blocks.
And you know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th one, too.
And Doncic has got the ball here for the Mavericks. Here's Dort. Oh, Bucker with a block. Pass to Şengün. Here's Sarr. Mavericks with a rebound. Lively's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Doncic left side. The 3. Oh, Luka with a deep one.
Great off-ball action from Doncic.
Charlotte has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Smith passes to Ball. Back to Smith. The shot's good. Smith's got 5 points in the quarter.
Peep these handles, folks. A spin move like that is how you shake the nearest defender up for good.
Pass to Dort. Launches a 3. The Hornets pull it in. Smith's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Booker with it. Here's Sarr. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Lou Dort picks one up.
Second team foul. Shooting for Charlotte, Sarr. Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. For Dallas, they've gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Hardy, covered by Smith. Now the Hornets moving it up. Here's Şengün. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Pass to Lively. He tries for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And here's Ball. And it's Charlotte with another.
Well, you got to love how quick Ball's shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up.
Hardy, the pass to Dort. Well, Clark, the Stars may be extending their primes, but on average, the NBA is becoming a young man's game.
Well, I don't think that's going to change. I mean, the demands of the game make it a young person's game. By percentage, the league has half as many players in their 30s as it did in the 90s. It's faster paced. It's more demanding. There's more movement. There's more wear and tear. I think it continues to favor younger legs.
And the advantage he has is clear. Just taking what the defense gives him right there.
Pass to Akiki. And here's Doncic. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Doncic has got 7 points here in the quarter.
Boy, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
And here's Booker. Pass the ball. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
He's lost his concentration in the second half, and we can see that in the turnovers piling up. Before the break, he had just one. Now he's got a bunch.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Zubac is checked in. And a change for the Hornets. Miller's checked in for Smith. Ball against Doncic. 4-3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Pass the ball. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
And in deciding against lowering the minimum age for the NBA draft, Grant, you think it's fair to 17 and 18-year-olds who want to go pro?
You know, B.A., I do think it's fair. I mean, there are other avenues in today's basketball environment where compensation for these guys is possible. You have the overseas route. You have the G League Ignite. And, of course, now colleges have the NIL, so that's huge.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Pass to Zubac. Now here's Dort from behind the arc. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
It's deflected, and he recovers it. Just 5 to shoot. Second chance shot. Miller can't get it to go. Dallas is shooting 41% here in the fourth. Here's Dort. Miller pulls it in. Miller's got rebound number 7 tonight. Charlotte's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Ball against Doncic. For 3, Smith. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got 5 assists tonight.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Now here's Smith. Pass to Şengün. Here's Ball. For 3. Hardy grabs the board.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Hornets.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And you look at their record after tonight, 30 wins on the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for LaMelo Ball.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
Here's Miller. Pass to Wilson. And there's the rejection.
A strong, fearless defender. Dort doesn't back down from taking chances and going after swats.
35 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Just 4 to shoot. Miller.
It's all about the effort level from Dort on defense. He puts in the work to lock down shooters. They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Now here's Morris. And it's good. 2 points.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Now here's Ball. And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. We'll see you next time.